of the Frankfurt Book Fair in Frankfurt, Germany. The competition is supported by Latana Books, Lufthansa German Airline, and Goethe Institute, Nigeria. We'll take a short break, and then we'll round up this episode.
From one nation to another, there must be a meeting point. Their ideas may be different, but they must work to agree on what's best for the people. Diplomatic Channel untangles the discussions to bring out what's really important. Because it is our world, and it's our right to know how their decisions affect us.
Biographies of famous international entrepreneurs like Bill Gates, Larry Ellison, and Richard Branson are very common. But how about biographies of accomplished indigenous entrepreneurs? Well, there are not too many, yet we need a lot of them. Our book of the week is one. It is titled Aliko Mohammed Dangote, the biography of the richest black person in the world. It was written by Faye Miwo and Neil. Get yourself a copy and learn from Aliko's story. As always, we'll be happy to have you on any of our social media platforms displayed on your screen. Don't forget to look out for the announcement of the best 10 participants in the channel's Book Club Prize for Literature Essay Contest on our Facebook page on the 5th of September. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Olakunle Kasumo. Remember, one great book can change your life. Bye-bye.
Thanks for staying with us. Welcome to News Track. I am Amarachi Ubani.
And I'm Charles Aruka. Here are the stories and reports we're tracking this hour. Nigeria's 19th Economic Summit on Policies and Private Sector Development has taken off in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory. The massive restructuring and transformation of the growing agribusiness is the focus for this year. At the event, the president said he is optimistic about diversifying the Nigerian economy through agriculture.
Our President Goodluck Jonathan believes that building institutions will ensure that his administration's agricultural policies would be sustained.
One thing, of course, in terms of issues of governance, no president can guarantee that his successor will do things exactly the way he does. No president can guarantee, even in the most developed societies that are economically, politically stable. But one emphasis we have in this administration is not building individuals, but building institutions. What Akin is doing would be institutionalized in the departments and agencies around the Ministry of Agriculture. So even if he leaves, it will endure. But I agree that individuals also matter in terms of driving processes. Akin came and revolutionized agriculture. The people are watching, they are listening, and they are not fools. And they will take us for what we tell them. If, for example, if you come on board and you want to reverse certain things, for example, the electronic wallet, using the cell phone to access fertilizers and seeds, and you want to do away with it, people will say no, because it has been institutionalized. So if we encourage building institutions more than individuals, then some of these good policies will surely endure.
President Goodluck Jonathan at the National Economic Summit. Elsewhere, the acting governor of Taraba State, Mr. Garba Umar, has been given a nod by the members of the State House of Assembly to continue in office pending when Governor Damba Basuntai is fit to perform his official functions. 9 out of the 24 members presided over by the Deputy Speaker, Tanko Mekarfi, said it had become necessary to adopt the resolution which gave recognition to Mr. Umar as the acting governor and not as the deputy. In the meantime, the acting governor has called on the people of the state to disregard recent announcement on the purported dissolution of the Executive Council and the appointment of a new Chief of Staff and Secretary to the state government. In a statement signed by his Chief Press Secretary, he explained that the announcement is an attempt by a group to hijack the machinery of governance in the state and not a directive given by Governor Damba Basuntai.
Well, the intrigues of power play, distrust and perhaps inordinate ambition have led to the divergence and muscle flexing among political office holders in Taraba State. Factions are holding strongly to their positions, leading to the emergence of 2 principal officers claiming the positions of Secretary to the State Government and Chief of Staff, Government House Administration.
Oblivious of the intrigues and power play among political bigwigs going on in Taraba State, northeast Nigeria, the people of Taraba are going on with their daily activities, leaving the politicians and political jobbers to continue the fight for the soul of Taraba State. The streets are busy as traders and workers alike continue with their engagements, while several posters done in most interjects of the city centre with a picture of Governor Damba Basuntai displayed as the politicking and intrigues were being played out at the Government House and the State Assembly. While some are holding strongly to the views that the rule of law should prevail in handling the political situation, since the governor has transmitted a letter to the Assembly to resume, others are of the view that the ailing governor should be allowed to continue with his treatment, while the deputy governor continue in acting capacity.
I have no doubt in my mind that Damba is on course, and that his transmission of the letter to the Speaker of the House of Assembly, according to Section 190, subsection 2 of the Constitution, is valid, and we are doing everything possible to go through this initial process of getting challenged. Apparently, double authority, double this in Taraba State. There's one governor of Taraba State. There cannot be a governor and a deputy and an acting governor in a state. It's an insult to even assume and claim that somebody is wrong somewhere. And I think sooner or later, this one will be sorted out.
It was the House of Assembly that asked the deputy governor to act as acting governor. When his principal came back, 2 things are supposed to happen. First, he's supposed to see his principal and render account of his stewardship in the past 10 months. Then second, he was expecting the House of Assembly that transmitted a letter to him to act as acting governor, to transmit a letter to him saying, you are no longer acting governor. Please revert to your position as deputy governor.
When people refuse to shift grounds according to law, and subsequent press statements that were released were not just ridiculous but embarrassing the entire people of this state, that becomes a problem. Because 1, you cannot interpret the Constitution. You cannot amend the Constitution through press releases. If there was anything that ought to have been done,